What's up, Peep Squad? Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples, Peep Squad is in the building. Let's get down to the situation. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty, baby. Let's just talk about what is going on. What's up, April? How you doing? What's going on? Let's get into the situation. Let's talk about it, baby. I was like, Lord have mercy. Look how Erica is talking. Erica is pissed off at Safari. Basically, she called him stupid, dodo, and saying she's gonna have to raise these kids by herself. She has to, have her new normal out here in these streets, because basically Safari is not a man, and anytime they have adult conversation, it's like he's not invited to the party, and he never wants to talk about anything that has to do with him changing or doing what is right. So she is feeling a certain type of way about the situation, baby. I'm just like, Lord have mercy. She is talking about Safari. She is getting in his ass, baby. What's up, Felicia? So I'm like, Lord have mercy. What is going on? Erica Mena, basically, she is tired of her from Safari, and she's not trying to hear the situation point blank, period. I was like, damn, she basically just saying he ain't no good. 1 minute, she's like, okay with him. The next minute, she's like, she is not okay with him. I'm like, what? And it's just like, it's an up and down roller coaster between Safari and Erica Mena. It's like, you don't know what you're going to get. Safari's acting like he's distant, like he don't know what's going on or what's happened. It's like he checked out, and Erica is just so drained with yelling and screaming at him, and Safari not being the person that she wanted him to be. Erica said that he lied to her. He's not the man that she thought that he was. She said he put on a facade. He's a liar. He's not as good as you think he is. I was like, oh, baby. Erica Mena is feeling a certain type of way. I was like, Lord, she's dropping, oof. It seems like she can't stand his guts, point blank, period. But you always got to think about it could be for a storyline. And then we get to the situation with Mendeecees and Yandy. You can't do that to your foster daughter. You can't do that to your adopted daughter, baby. You just can't pick her up and drop her off when she gets into relationships and they bad for her and she's being used and taken advantage of. And basically she might be prone to the history of being taken advantage of because she has an abusive childhood and she has PTSD and all that other good stuff, and you're gonna drop her off like, Lord have mercy. You wouldn't do that to your biologicals, but in any event, when it comes down to it, Yandy's gonna protect her family. She's gonna protect herself. She's been doing for Mendeecees to get out of jail and be around the family. So there's no way she's gonna let anything come into that situation and hurt the family. And also, when she included herself in family and Mendeecees posting a picture, their family pictures, and you say, if you're gonna say that you're gonna write a book or you're threatening going to expose my family, then that's a problem. It's like, Miss she wasn't included into the situation at all. Infinity wasn't included in that family situation. Mendeecees was not trying to hear it at all. I was like, Lord have mercy. But in any event, Yandy did the best that she could. She done picked the child up and then, dropped her back off. Now she might be coming back around. But Mendeecees, he's basically got his gourds up. He's feeling a certain type of way. He don't want nothing to get in the way of him and his freedom and his kids, and he don't want social media to know anything about him like that. But we know he was on couples therapy, and basically he said that when he said he didn't know if he was going to be faithful to Yandy if she was locked up, he said he only did it for TV. So he know how the game goes. He know how the game is being played. He's playing games out here in these streets. I'm like, Lord have mercy. It is going down. But in any event, when we get to Kurt and Rasheeda, what's going on with that situation? We haven't seen your sister Booby in a long time. And when you bring Booby on, basically, you guys are talking about her past, her history, getting fired from jobs, being begging, being a borrower, being a thief. I was like, damn, you gonna put her on TV like that? Just put her business all the way out there in the streets? Like, Lord, like what they doing out here? Like, basically, are they just exposing the whole family? Is that the situation that's going down? You got Safari out here, with music basically to expose Erica because he has a bone to pick with her. I know he does, and she has a bone to pick with him. So basically, she says she's gonna make him feel pain at the end of the episode. So Safari, you're gonna be feeling that pain sooner or later. That's where it is gonna come into the situation. Safari done dropped a song like 40 minutes ago because Safari's out here trying to make that money, that bank. He got kids to take care of right now. You know what I mean? So he dropped a song called Lion. It seems like he's addressing Erica Mena, and he's addressing her as a baby mama. Is he doing that? He ain't addressing her as a wife. Like, what's going on in this situation? But he's out here promoting to get money, and he was promoting when he was not, when his son was in the NICU, and he was out there in Jamaica promoting and making money at the same time. Erica Mena and Safari be doing the most. So you guys let me know what you think about that situation. So basically, Yandy's out here in these streets and she is checking, Infinity. Yandy was like, are you going to tell the truth? You going to tell the truth right now, here and right now, baby. I was like, okay, Yandy, this is how we going to do it. We're going to be running down the street. There's going to be people all up in the street. Is this fake? Is this real? Like, what's going on? Like, Yandy's out here in the middle of the street yelling and screaming at this girl screaming. They're screaming on top of their lungs like teenagers, like kids. Like, Yandy is her boss and she's out here on the stroll. Like, what's going on? Like, just yelling and screaming. I'm like, what is happening? What is going on in this situation? It's way too much happening. I'm like, what? And so basically Yandy was like, yo, you need to, you out here letting everybody think that my husband doesn't want you around. The reason why our relationship ain't together is because of, Mendeecees, and that is not true. That is not the situation. And, I was like, damn, Yandy, when I told you Yandy gonna fight for Mendeecees, she gonna fight up and down. She don't already got sprayed with mace out there trying to make sure he have heat and hot water out there in the wintertime when they were doing wrong in the New York prison system to the inmates and also the correctional officers and the nurses and the doctors, the janitors, and everybody of that nature that was employed at the facility. And Yandy was like, you just gonna go around and let all this stuff, be out here, and like you ain't gonna say nothing. And Yandy said, you're letting everybody paint a narrative about Mendeecees and our relationship, basically saying that, Infinity's out here letting people believe that Yandy done ditched her, dropped her off because Mendeecees done got out of jail. And then Infinity said, I am telling the truth. So at this moment, when she's having this conversation with Yandy, she's still yelling and she's still screaming. And also, she's basically saying that she is telling the truth. And Yandy said, no, you're not telling the truth. Then Yandy said, now are you trying to make our trouble relationship about Mendeecees? And she's not feeling that at all. And Yandy was out there in the street like she was fighting with her sister or somebody, not her adopted child that got all these issues and these problems that she says she has. So, Yandy feels like the girl is dealing with her like the way her mama deal with her. But then how are you dealing with her? Yelling and screaming. But Yandy was like, you gonna tell the truth on this TV. You gonna clear my name. You definitely is going to do that. I was like, Lord. And so basically when it comes to Infinity, she just wanted a hug from Yandy. She just wanted for Yandy to say that, I love you. I'm sorry that, you was in a bad relationship. You messed up. And I was like, damn, this girl's business all out here in these streets. You know what I mean? Basically saying that she was out here, with an older woman that was a stripper and leaving her in little hotel rooms that probably cost $25 an hour and basically babysitting her kids. Now you put it out. Now you don't put a mark on her, baby, where you're going to have these older women probably being predators on the girl because she done already went down that road. And then, just putting a business out there, you know what I mean? Because you don't feel comfortable saying that it's a woman, but you said the person left her in the hotel with her 2 kids. And so her business is out here in the streets. Her past is out here in the streets. She could be manipulated and used and turn on her family. That shit is out here in the streets. I know that I got to score her a little bit, but in any event, it is what it is. But Yandy got her to tell it. Yandy got her somewhat to tell whatever truth that, Yandy wanted to be put out there and be corrected, that, she didn't drop her on the sidewalk because of Mendeecees. And, So Infinity, basically, she just sad about the situation because now she realized that she messed up. She made a big mistake by even going to the public about saying anything. And basically she wants, she wants forgiveness. She wants to be back home. She wants to be with Yandy. And Yandy was like, you know what, you could, but there's a blockage because Mendeecees is there. Is Mendeecees really the blockage, or is it you, Yandy? You look nice, you look sweet, you look lovely, and you look like a good mother out here in these streets. But but it's just like, it's just like one of them situations, and it's sad. But in any event, they do come to amend with the situation. But Yandy was not gonna let her get away with not, basically saying that she did no such thing. Yandy made sure she was yelling and screaming, and we know you, Yandy. We know you from Love and Hip Hop New York. You would drop a mother effer off in a heartbeat. You would you tell them to keep on moving, keep on clocking, keep on trucking, because you would drop them down. You had a lot of little young girls that were looking up to you, but they messed up, and you was like, boom, bada bing, you ghost. And so, we're going to see what happens with this situation. Hopefully, everything does work out, and then they all can have their happy ending too as well. But, when it comes to Infinity, she really feels like she made a big mistake, and she's sorry about the situation. She's trying to get back home. I would be trying to get back home to Yandy and Mendeecees too as well, if they were my parents, or if Yandy was my adopted mother, because Yandy could spoil you to death, and Yandy did. And so Yandy just feels hurt that you would even do this, but she got psychological issues. She's a child, and people can play with her mind, and people can play with her intuition. And also, she's very naive too as well to that life, because that was probably her first serious relationship with an older woman. And so thank God that she made it out of that relationship. Thank God that she wasn't out here stripping and dancing too, or she got a little toot toot and a little boot boot up her nose. So thank God for that situation, that didn't happen. And she's back, she looking good. And let me tell you, Miss Infinity does look good, but she's a pretty girl, and she transformed so much since so she transformed so much since the first time she was on the show. Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on? I'm putting your names on the screen. I smell damage to control. I think so, Miss T. Yandy was not leaving until that girl was saying that nothing was going on, nothing was happening. Hey, the lovely Tisha, what's going on? How you doing? Hey, Felicia Butler, what's going on? So I'm just like, Lord have mercy. So I was just like, damn. I was like, they're sitting out here in the streets and yelling like that. I was like, damn, Yandy, it's like that. Yandy looked like she was in charge of the situation. Yandy was like, you gonna say sorry. You gonna say that it ain't cool. And she just started crying. But in the beginning of the argument, she said, I didn't lie. It is true. But then she changed it around. But she is a kid too, and she does have emotional problems too as well. And she might feel like, damn, she was dropped off on the curb. She made a mistake. Because if Yandy, one of her children her biologicals got into a relationship where she dropped them off on the curb, if they threatened to go to the media, then we get to Kirk and Rasheeda. I'm like, Lord, what is happening in this situation? We just got them just dogging out the sister. Like, what's going on? Like, oh, they're just telling all the sister business. All the sister business is out here in these streets. Everything the sister done did, she done lied, she done steal, she done stole, she done borrow money. Every time she see Rasheeda, she wants some money, she want a handout, she wants something. And mama saying that she's tired of her. She been taking care of her for 40 years. Then Rasheeda said she tired of taking care of her sister Booby for 10 years. I was like, damn, you just gonna bring her on TV like this to do her like this? This is where we at today? This is what we doing? I'm just like, is that what we doing? It's like really, really crazy. Like we gonna do all that? I'm like, damn. I hopefully the sister got some money out the situation. But in any event, she probably did, because she's a real hustler. Because allegedly she's been hustling them for 50 years. And so so they're gonna plan a birthday party for their sister, Rasheeda older sister. So we're gonna see that situation. We got Erica Mena. Erica Mena, she's out there with Dr. Jackie. She wants to make sure that we know, that we believe that she did not know that she was 23 weeks pregnant at all. When she came to Dr. Jackie's, job, her stomach was flat and she was shocked and she was surprised and she had no idea that she was pregnant. 23 weeks, he didn't have no idea. She didn't have no idea. They didn't have no idea. So, they want us to believe that situation, and they're making it clear Dr. Jackie is just, doing what she do. Like, yeah, your stomach was flat and now it's big. And so, you have that situation. And, Erica Mena, basically, she's feeling a certain type of way when it comes to Safari, that Safari didn't respond to the pregnancy like she wanted him to respond. And basically, she was really upset about it. And then Dr. Jackie jumped in and said, girl, when I told you was pregnant, you was shocked, you was stunned. You didn't say anything until you was able to feel it. You was able to see the baby. You was able to see it, everything. And so you got that situation going on. And, Erica Mena's in there, like, Safari got postpartum depression. It took so much for Safari to do something to raise the number one child. And, it's just basically so much going on. And she wants, Safari to be more supportive and talk more. And Dr. Jackie said, he processed things differently. Men don't speak loudly. They process it internally. And so you got that situation. And Erica's like, yeah, but he ain't doing enough. Erica is never going to be satisfied with him, point blank, period, because he ain't never gonna be able to step up to the plate. He ain't gonna ever be able to step up to the plate for Erica, because Erica is not hearing it. And he ain't gonna be riding them four-wheelers no more either, because she poured paint in them. And baby, I'm glad she did, because somebody need to pour paint in my neighbors' four-wheelers. I don't want to hear the four-wheelers, the dirt bikes, any of that. Yes, it belongs in the wood. And so we get to the situation when it comes to, whatever his name, Guap 4000. Guap 4000, he done called up, young baby Tate and basically checked her about the way that she checked him. But I'm missing something, because I think that he was rude. I think that he was brushing her off, and she was only showing her emotions. She was showing her emotions immaturely, but she was feeding off of the negativity that he was giving her. So now he is calling young baby Tate up to the carpet because he want to speak to her and tell her how he feels about the situation. I was like, Lord, we got Kurt out here calling Rasheeda a fool, saying that she's always giving her money to her sister. She's always giving her money to somebody, and he ain't feeling the situation at all. He ain't feeling the birthday party. He goes, I'm going to have to pay for it. Ain't nobody going to offer $1. Ain't nobody going to offer a dime for the situation. Rasheeda's the big fool, but I can't say nothing. So Kurt, he's still keeping his goody two shoes, routine on, because he was caught out here in these streets tricking and cheating and had a baby on Rasheeda. So therefore Rasheeda is allowed to, I guess, spend her money, do what she want to do. He don't question it. He just let it be and he go with the flow. But Rasheeda's doing good. She's opening up 2 more boutiques, and then they open up some more stuff. So Rasheeda she's doing well with Kurt. They doing well together. Kurt was like, she's a damn fool. When Kurt said she was a damn fool, giving all her money away. They're always hustling y'all, because y'all always giving them money. Kurt was feeling a certain type of way. And then they end up talking about Booby again. Booby being no good. Booby being a beggar. Booby always begging Rasheeda for money. Every time Rasheeda say, hey, how you doing? She said, hey, can I have some money? I was like, damn, you talking your sister out. Baby, we got Yandy out here, helming up that little girl for her to tell the truth or whatever she wanted her to tell her. We got Erica Mena out here just ragtagging, Safari about him not being a man, not being a good man, not being a good father, not being a good anything. I was like, Lord, they just out here ragtagging on this Monday, ain't they? And then, and if you guys look at this, place where Mendeecees is getting his car washed, that I believe this is the car lot that, Candy's baby daddy owns, Block. Or Block be hidden. So this is a hot spot in Atlanta where everybody be at. getting their car fixed up, getting it light up, supporting black business. But in any event, when it comes to Mendeecees, he's not too happy to see he's not happy to see Miss Infinity at all, because basically he thinks that she's a problem, she's a troublemaker, and he basically feels like she got these issues and he got these issues, and he can see the issues through her, and he don't trust it. He goes, what happens if you guys get mad tomorrow? Are you gonna go back to social media? So basically he's checking Infinity and let her know that, hey, listen, the way that you was moving on social media is disrespectful, and he don't like it, and he ain't jeopardizing his family whatsoever for the situation, and he's letting her know that he don't trust her. And also Infinity was like, listen, I'm sorry for it. I didn't mean to do that. Is there any way that we can go, if there's any way we can move faster, move possible on the situation, that we can move forward? I'm sorry. And she was talking so fast and so quick. When kids talk that fast and that quick, they are lying to you. They are lying, or they either nervous, either or. She could have been nervous. I don't believe that's the first time she met Mendeecees, but in any event, Mendeecees is not feeling the situation at all. He don't like it. He just see foul on the play, but it is what it is. And Infinity, she just wants to move forward with the situation. And I was just like, damn, he's not really trying to hear it. And he's not like, he don't even really want her to come to the crib. He wants to protect his space and his kids. He don't want to be on social media. Boy, you always on social media. What are you talking about? You just want to be on social media for the right things. And so, Mendeecees is like, she was like, I felt you don't understand how I felt when I seen all you guys take a picture together, and I wasn't included in the picture. And so basically she is saying that that she felt left out. And Mendeecees said, well, I felt left out of 4 years. I've been seeing Yandy posting pictures, Yandy posting this, Yandy doing that, Yandy doing that, and I didn't mean to hurt you, I'm sorry. So he apologized to her and everything of that nature. So that was nice of Mendeecees to do too as well. But he's not feeling the situation, point blank, period. He calls foul on the play. He calls foul on the play. He said it's just very inappropriate, and he thinks that she needs some help. Of course she does. And so now they got a whole nice little family picture together. They got, Miss Infinity basically let everybody know that, hey, listen, I didn't do nothing. Yandy didn't do nothing. She's trying to get back in good favor with Yandy. She got to get in there with Mendeecees. Maybe there is a little rivalry because, Infinity was there to support Yandy when Mendeecees was locked out. She was helping watch the kids, she was with the kids, and Yandy was focusing all her attention on her. And then till the prison situation went down. And so in any event, they done told all this girl business on TV, and she ain't even 21. Like, no. And then they're not saying anything like, unless it happens later on, they're not saying anything like, this is how you protect a young woman. She was in a hostile relationship. She was in a volatile relationship with an older person, and basically explain like, how that affects. And if you're trying to teach people to learn from the situation, all it looks like is you're throwing her business out here in these streets. And I don't even think Infinity wants anybody to know about her business anymore, about this woman that she ain't dating no more. So it's just like they done got her out here basically telling the world that she is a liar, and they got her out here saying that she could be easily manipulated. So this is just too much. This is just too much. This is just too much. I just don't know. And so moving on from that situation, we get to where, she wants to come back home to stay. Of course, you see that house she live in? You think they want anything? You think they missing anything in that house? You don't think Mendeecees and Yandy are totally taken care of? And, you going to live the good life? She was living that good life. She made a mistake, and she was like, damn, she goes, I feel like I seem like I always suffer for the mistakes that I make, and it makes me resentful because, some people get punished, but it's when you really get punished where something's removed from you that you can probably never ever replace again or never get it back. Or, it's like the end or the be all, like you're not going to achieve this yet because you did this, So she's feeling that type of way because of her childhood too as well. So she's delicate that you have to work with, and you just can't drop her off to grandma's house when she gets on social media, start talking shit. You already see Rasheeda out here talking shit about her sister. But do Rasheeda's sister know that they said all this shit about her on national TV? Do they know any of this? Like, for real. But in any event, so getting along with the situation, is going to be a hard situation, and she wants to move in right away, and he's not feeling that. Mendeecees not feeling that right now. That's not his situation. That's not his stilo right now. He wants to take some time. He goes, what if something happens again? He's just basically, he got his guards up, and he's protecting his children from that situation, because he thinks, she's kind of like from the street where he's from, and his kids ain't from the street, because he was able to, provide a life for them with his lifestyle. But then, he ended up getting locked up. So, Mendeecees basically is like, not right now. We got to take baby steps, and that's going to crush her. But in any event, some people learn just hard lessons. Like, a lot of us are not forgiving to one another sometimes, and some of us don't deserve forgiveness either. And so, hey, what's up, Donna? What's going on? How you doing? What's going on, Tony? How you doing? What's good with y'all? And put you guys up on screen. This is Rasheeda's sister. We can already tell that she had a hard life. We can already, understand, where she's coming from and what she's been in and we can just see it all over her face. But now we got Kirk. We got, not really Kirk. We got Rasheeda and her mama just talking about this lady business. Just putting her out there on Front Street. Her mama was like, girl, you a thief. You a dramatic. I was like, Lord, Rasheeda mama is out here in these streets. Where's Mama D? Where's Mama D? We want Mama D. I'm just like, damn. Like, pour her business out here. She's crying at the table because she just wants to be loved. She wants to be loved, and she want $100 slipped in her pocket at the same damn time. I don't even know, booby. I don't know why you put yourself out here on TV like that. I hope they paid you. I hope they gave you something. Hope they gave you some stock. I hope they gave you something, because they just told your whole life story. They said 40 years, 50 years you haven't took care of yourself. So basically they're saying they've been giving you hand out your whole life on national TV, Lord. And they said, your mama said, when you go to work, she had to fire you 3 times. Like, yo, we just gonna expose each other. That's what we gonna do. That's how we gonna do it. We just gonna expose each other. I mean, just put your sister on blast. Just put your sister on blast. Like, just put her on blast like that. Like, that's wrong. And you know why she got on camera? Because she needed the money. Duh. It's like, damn, y'all gonna do it like that. Then she started crying and shit. Rasheeda was like, well, I love you. But right now, I need you for a storyline, because these kids ain't doing what they supposed to do. They ain't cracking like they supposed to crack. And you like the crickety crack. So therefore, come through. I'm just like, Lord, help me, Jesus. I can't believe this was on my TV tonight. I can't believe Rasheeda and her mama just exposed this woman like this on TV. And they didn't say nothing about helping her, healing her, treatment, counseling, nothing to learn from it. Just put a shit out there. We can't get introduced to her that she's a good woman, that she did some things in her life, that she accomplished some things, and maybe she did this. Oh yeah, Rasheeda said she used to like to hang with her sister, but we get introduced to her like this. That's how we do. I know, Miss T. I don't know what type of dinner that was. That was some cheap to put together shit at the last minute. And Kurt didn't want none. What's up, Jim Stones? How you doing? Kurt didn't want none of that. That man just concerned. I would be concerned too as well, especially with getting an ankle bracelet off of me and getting off of parole. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, You got a whole lot going on. Then we get to Safari. Safari don't know what to do. Safari is just lost in the sauce. He's not able to handle his business in any shape and form. You know, he needs to take, you know, classes of how to be a father. He needs to take parental classes. He needs to, you know, do some co-parenting, do something. Because, baby, you are out here embarrassing your whole family like you don't know nothing. I'm just like, And Safari's basically, I can't handle another baby. I can't handle this. Well, you should have handled yourself into a Jimmy. You should have handled yourself into a condom. You should have handled yourself and getting a vasectomy. If you really didn't want no another kid, you could have got a vasectomy. They did it on Love, Marriage, and Huntville, where all three of them guys went down there to the doctors and got them a vasectomy. They got clipped, cut, tied, and moved on their way. So you wanted another baby. Because if you didn't want another baby, you wouldn't have folded up in there like the way you fell up in there and did what you did. So basically, he's basically feeling like the baby runs his life. The baby's too much. You know, I don't know. I don't know if they have any help. I don't know if they can afford any help. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that situation, but in any event, you know, Erica Mena and Safari got to have their conversation. And when they do have their conversation, you know, Erica, the very best thing that she can ever do is make this man look like a fool. If he's a fool and he don't know how to act and he don't know how to do this and do that, and you got to train him, you know, you got to be nice when you training people. You got to give him treats. What are you giving him? You got to give him some treats, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to help out too as well to teach him something. Because if you're going to get somebody that's wet behind the ears at 40 years old, you're going to have to teach him and show him because you're more experienced than he is. So therefore, you're going to have to do behavior modification with Safari. But when you call him stupid, when you yell at him, when you make him feel like he is a nobody, he's going to act like a little kid. He's going to end up responding like a little kid. And therefore, no one should have to teach a grown man to do any damn thing in the first damn place. So we need to rewind back, go see his mama, go see whoever raised him, whoever brought him up, who was supposed to be his role model in life, and say what happened, what went down, what went down with the situation, what did you do, what did you do? Safari just try to keep his good time safe. And so, you know, Erica Mena basically, what would she do? She was nice to him for a minute. What'd she say? She blamed him for the baby falling. I was like, Lord, because he wouldn't get up and get the baby right away. And he said that the baby should have pain, should feel pain. And then she said, you gonna feel pain? I was like, Safari, you shouldn't say the baby should feel pain, but we know kids are gonna ultimately feel pain too as well. But you should be a little bit more sensitive because, you know, this is your first child. Or do men think like this? I believe some of them do. Like, she's gonna feel pain. But some of them will run and pick up their daughter. You know, Safari, they wouldn't just let her sit there on the ground waiting for Erica to pick her up. You know, when she's picking up the guitar and she got a big old belly and you just leaving the baby there because you don't want to be bothered. So right there, that shows you being a selfish ass little mother sucker. Being selfish, like you can't get up. Even though if you believe it's Erica's fault because she had the baby over there in the first place, if that's the case, you know, you see that she's doing one thing and she's pregnant with another baby with the son that you love. You can't pick up the baby, Safari. Safari, you can't pick up the baby. Lord, Safari. Lord, help these people. Like they was just doing too much tonight. Like they was just so shady. What up, Ralph? What up, Tony? They was just so shady. What bothers me is Safari is a millionaire. He can't get so much help with his child and nannies. I don't know what's going on. Why they don't get no help? I don't know. That shit is crazy. I'm like, what? This is just too much. This is just too much. It's just too much. I know he doesn't mention her at all. That's so true, Sean. Hey, Brandy, what's going on? What's going on, Brandy? What's going on, LSW? What's going on, Chocolate? I'm trying to get through your comments and put them on the screen so y'all can see them. So in any event, he sat there. And I was just like, damn, Safari, you just gonna really sit there and just sit there like she better do it, like she is the woman, like this is her job. Like you was poor than that. Like, like what? I mean, Erica and Safari, you already know. They're on a whole new level. They got a whole new level going on with them in any event. But so and then the way that she cusses him out is another thing. Like you can't talk to people like that. Like if you disrespect people over a time verbally, that's called verbal abuse. And at a certain time, they're not going to respond to your verbal abuse, and it's just going to be a waste of time. It's just going to be like, okay, let me leave, let me bounce on you, let me see you tomorrow. I'm done. I'm through. When you shut up, I'll come through. So that's what so that what happened. So I was just like, And Erica Mena, basically, she's in her confessional. So come on, I don't know if he's going to be able to handle another baby. She's just feeling a certain type of way. And, Safari was like, oh, you look pregnant to Erica Mena. And, and she was like, he was like, you look small pregnant, because, she's showing now. And I was like, okay, excuse me. And then Erica was like, what did she say? She said, I've been working out too as well. And then don't tell me Erica's sitting over here. I hope she's working out for herself, and she's working out for Safari, so Safari won't think that she gained too much weight and be unattracted to her. Like, that is just like so childish. I never heard anything of you gaining weight while you pregnant and your husband is unattractive to you, but I have heard of it because Ashley Darby from Real Housewives of Potomac, her husband won't sleep with her because she's pregnant. Like, Lord, like it's so much going on in this situation. And so in any event, I'm just like, Erica is feeling a certain type of way with Safari, and she feels like all the pressure's on her, and it probably is all on her because he ain't thinking about tomorrow. He ain't thinking about what the kids gonna eat tomorrow, what time they gonna get up. He's not thinking about none of that. He's not thinking about it at all. So please let Safari find a hit song to play for all this extra. I know. I told you he got a song coming out, Liar. Where's his song at? Right here. He got a new song. It just dropped like 40 minutes ago. Here's his new song right here. So, so in any event, moving on from that situation, Erica feels like, that Safari did apologize and basically showed his emotions. And Erica's basically saying, you know what, Safari, okay, I understand, because Dr. Jackie said to me, I didn't show any emotions. And then you have Safari saying, this is a different thing for me. We got the pandemic. I've never been a father before, and these kids depend on me. They need us like this, they need us for everything. And the way that he said it, you can tell it was like an epiphany. It was like something shocking that he never really had commitments to anything really, and only commitments he really ever had was himself, because the way that he said it was just like mind-blowing. It was just like it just blew up, it was like a volcano in his head. So I was just like so I was like, okay. And so, so she was like, okay, I guess Safari's been more nicer and things of that nature. And he expressed that he does want, he wants a boy, and that'll be good too as well. But then, Erica goes in, you don't recognize that you neglect me. You neglected me the first month when our daughter, was here. I couldn't get no sleep. I couldn't get this. I couldn't get that. And he was like, damn, you're going to give me a backhand compliment. First, you're going to compliment me, be nice to me. And then you're going to cuss me out and tell me I wasn't ish. So Safari's feeling a certain type of way about the situation. He was like, every time you turn around, what? She can't be nice to me. She can't be nice to me. And Safari just basically said it's just too difficult. Like, this is just hard. Like, they don't got no aunties. They don't got no nieces, no nephews, nobody they can pay come to the house. They can't train nobody, no nothing, just to help out. Because they got a huge house with them kids. So the house has to be it has to be, child proven, and I mean child broken in, and be, protect, you need to protect the house too as well, and make it child proof in certain areas. And then you got stairs, and that house is big, you got glass, you got a pool area out there without a gate on it. So somebody always have to be mindful of the children, and Safari ain't gonna be always mindful, and Erica is tired. Well, he probably never gonna be mindful, but he wants to say that he wants to be a good father. He wants to try to help, but basically he feels like Erica is pushing him away by the negative things that she say, that he basically really can't take it. He's just gonna get up and walk away. Not this season, but two other seasons ago, Erica Mena was on Love and Hip Hop New York, calling him a bitch, calling him this and that. And now that she's pregnant, them hormones are even there. So imagine, he was saying that she loves to slam the doors and shit like that. I could see Erica Mena walking around the house and just slamming the doors on purpose, just to wake his ass up and just to bother him and just to disturb his music. I could see her doing that because, he didn't go check on the baby and change the baby diaper. You know what I mean? I could just see her doing that and being very frustrated with Safari. And I can see her trying to be tit for tat with him because she feels like he's just so blind. It's just that I don't think he even understands life like the way he's supposed to. He's just confused. It's like he's just learning to become somebody. Like, damn, Safari, you letting us know that you just learning to be a man, and you're learning how to be a man through Erica Mena. Like, that's a hard pill to swallow. Safari likes playing baby daddy. Yeah, Erica mouth, it is reckless. You know it is. And she used to talk to him worse. And she's been talking about him through the whole episode, basically saying, he's not immature enough. We have adult conversation. You can't have him in a room. She's basically just saying he's an idiot. And she called him an idiot. Imagine if he was calling her an idiot. Imagine if he was calling her stupid. Imagine if he called her a bitch head. She called him a dickhead. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just one of these relationships where, if they match, they match. If they don't, they don't. Because half of the time we don't know if they are if they are being honest in the first place in any event. Then a baby hits the floor. Safari's sitting there laughing. He thinks this shit's funny. He thinks it's funny. Thank you, Miss T. So he thinks this shit is funny. And Erica's trying to get the guitar. She got no shoes on. There's all types of shit around. She got the baby in her stomach. And Safari's just looking because he was like, the baby's not her. And so she picks up the baby. She calls him stupid. You're going to watch the baby get hurt and all this other stuff. And she's saying that in front of the child. Like, the daughter ain't going to turn around and call dad stupid. You know what I mean? So now she's calling him stupid. She's calling him an idiot, a dickhead with the baby in her arms and a baby there. It's just like, that's reckless. That's real reckless behavior. And it's just like, you don't talk to nobody like that. You got to calm down before you speak to somebody like that. And I just imagine what goes on in that house, how they speak to each other, how they interact. You heard Erica and Safari both say that they haven't slept in the same bed in like months. And that's why he said he didn't know that she was pregnant. I don't believe that's true, but it's just one of them situations. I'm just like, Lord have mercy. And she cussed his ass out. And he was like, a baby's supposed to get hurt. And she was feel pain. And she was like, I'm gonna make you feel pain. And she is. She's been making you feel the pain and the heat. Hopefully it'll get your single off the ground. And so basically Erica's describing how ain't shit Safari is right here. And she's just disappointed that she realized that now she's going to have to be a single mother and raise the baby on her own by herself with no help and no support. And it is what it is. And that's what she realized, and that she made a big mistake. She said Safari is a liar. He's not the person that he portrayed to be. He had everything that he wanted and he threw it away. He probably had everything he wanted, but he just had it with the wrong person. And you had it with the wrong person. You just needed somebody else to fill one of y'all's shoes, because it's just like, oh, the way y'all get at each other, it's just, and he gets at her, with not doing shit and then posting here and there. Erica just cusses him out and just wild out and tell the world what he been doing and what he ain't been doing. So So I was just like, okay, this is like, a traumatic episode. There was a lot of shady shit going on. There was a lot of business being told. There was a lot of playing going on. There was a lot of deception. That was just like, okay, we down with the ish. So if anybody want to call in, the number is on the screen, I believe. If you want to tell me your thoughts on the situation of the show. And yeah, the number's on a call. The number's there for you to call in. And then also, you can also jump on the StreamYard if you want to join me and let me know what's popping, baby. But please like the video. Please like the video. It'll be greatly appreciated if you like, share, comment, and subscribe. So that's pretty much it, y'all. That's the episode. It was shady. Tell me what you think about this shady mess with Yandy and Mendeecees. It's a whole lot going on, baby. Okay, so I'm seeing your comments. Let me get some. So the StreamYard link is in the chat and the number is on the screen if you want to call in and tell me what you think and tell me what your thoughts on the show. What you think about Erica Mena, baby? She was coursing and puffing and she wanted to prove to us that she did not know that she was 23 weeks pregnant. She tried to use Dr. Jackie. Dr. Jackie just said your stomach was flat. And then Yandy and Infinity, what do you think about that whole tornado situation where I think in the long run it's going to have ramifications? But in any event, we're going to see. As long as they get the young girl what they need, there won't be that much ramifications, but it will be. Erica wants to be the man. Wasn't she with another woman before Safari? Yup, she was. She was with Sin Santana. She's been stalking her. She's been stalking her. Hey, everybody, what's going on? So, yep, that is the situation. Oh, there's been so much going on. Let me tell you, this whole weekend was crazy. When I say please keep me in your prayer, please keep me in your prayer. Keep my family in your prayer that they get home safe. They make it home to the United States. Baby, they went overseas and it was a shit show. So please keep up me in prayer because I was up doing what I had to do. I was up here running, ripping and running. I had to put on the crown. I had to put on that crown that we all have to put on as women, get everything together, get our family together, get things in order, even though we have it like that. But when things started snapping and breaking, we got to put the pieces back together. We got to put them back together elegantly. We got to put them back together where there's no scars, there's no bumps, there's no grooves. It's just clear and smooth. And we do that almost almost 24 hours a day. That's what we do for real. We have to carry the world on our back sometimes, and Lord have mercy. And our brothers got to do the same thing too as well. When you got to get it up. You got to get it up and get it together and help and, support one another, baby. Because family sometimes is all you got, but your family can also be your friends. They can also be your neighbors. They can also be people that you just really love and appreciate and you trust in life too as well. Or you have a bond or a connection with. For real, for real. So we're going to see what's going to go down next week. I appreciate all you guys coming through, liking the video. The StreamYard is open. The phone lines is open. So call and let me know how you're feeling. What's going on in this situation? What is happening? Safari is doing the most. Erica is doing the most. They're doing the most to make sure that this show, actually pops and actually gets somewhere too as well. So we're going to see. They're doing their business out here in these streets. They're telling everybody's business. They're telling everybody's business, and they ain't even playing with the situation. I didn't even talk about this situation. This was like, let me see. Oh no, that's the other situation. Let's see. Oh no, so this is the wrong one. This is the wrong one. Oh yes, baby. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building. So when it comes to young baby Tate, I even forgot about her. I think I did. But young baby Tate from Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, she been blessed that man left her and took her away. So left her and he's gone. So now she can be blessed by somebody else. And you guys already heard about Fallon. Fallon, basically, she's having her divorce party. She is happy out here in these streets, baby. She is doing the damn thing. She's having her divorce party and it's all good. She got her official name back, but it still says on IG, Simon's last name out here in these streets. But now she is officially divorced. What is going to happen with this situation? Is Portia going to be able to breathe easy? Is she not going to be able to breathe easy? And this situation, we're going to see how it goes down, baby. So we got Mia Thornton. She's making a lot of noise.
Before I actually met the rest of the ladies.
She's making a lot of noise out here in these streets, baby. Mia Thornton from Real Housewives of Potomac. She's making some noise. Basically, she's saying Karen encouraged her to be friends with the other ladies, and that's what she tried to do. But you already know it's gonna go down the way that it's gonna go down. And did you guys hear anything about Kanye West? Did you guys listen to his song? Did you listen to his music? Did you listen to the music that he put out, Donda? Did you guys check it out? Was it good? Was it popping? Because I didn't listen to it. I didn't have a chance to check it out because I was out here being Mother Teresa and basically carrying the world on my back, baby. So did you guys like his music? Did you guys even check out any of Kanye West's music? Do you guys support Kanye West? I like the red. I like that Kim Kardashian came there to support him. I do like that Jay-Z sent a verse, to Kanye West. So that means like they're in a better place. And it seems they might be in a better place because Kanye West is no longer with Kim Kardashian, or they're really actually finally going to get their divorce. So what do you guys think about that situation? I was like, You guys know how to do these wigs right here? I saw this earlier. I was just like, damn. I would be so scared. This lady got all types of technique. I would be scared, y'all. You think I wouldn't be scared? I would be scared. And Issa Rae, she got married. Like, she did the damn thing. She really got married. Like, nobody knew her business. Nobody really knew who she was dating. It was on the low. But we all knew that she was dating, but it was on the low. And so now she's married, allegedly. It seems like she's married, but she was joking in the post. But I think she's married. I think she done did the damn thing. I think she done handled her business. And it almost seems like, the wedding dress that she was in. Where is the wedding dress? It was so cute. It reminded me, I don't get mad at me, guys. Don't get mad at me when I say this. But it just looked like, It just looked like a scene from, where's the dress? Let's see. Am I up too far? Like, right, where is it? And we on the shade room. So you guys check out the shade room. Like right here. And right here, this post right here, this particular post right here. And basically, when she said, then I took a few clicks with somebody's husband, basically a few flicks with somebody's husband. So basically what she's saying is she got married, allegedly. It looks like that she did get married, and if it's a movie it'll be crazy, but it's not. She got married. But this reminds me of Sex in the City with Terry Bradshaw. It almost looked like that type of situation. It looks like that type of moment that they capture with the dress and her having her hands like in her pockets. It just reminded me of Sex in the City, because I used to, don't shame me, I used to watch Sex in the City back in the day. I don't know why, but I did watch Sex in the City. But So it seems like she officially untied the knot, and she did it at a young age, and she's a beautiful young lady. She's an intelligent young lady too as well. And you already know, we done already talked about the baby.